Your Honor, League of Legends.
Death!
Yo, the peak is here. From the title of this video, as you can guess, yeah, I used to play League of Legends.
What?
No, alright. I know that sounds bad.
Back then, I played League a lot when I first started getting into it. But over time, the game got worse and worse and worse. And so, let me tell you my story of my League days and see how it ended. So with that, let's go. And no, I'm not logging back to the game to get footage for this video. I am not logging back in. You can't make me.
I won't do it, you can't make me! You can't make me!
So back then, I had a really shitty Dell laptop. And I think it had about 8 GB of RAM with an iCore 3. So the game I played the most was Paladins. And at the time, me and my friends were just waiting for Overwatch 2 to release.
Number 7, we got singling out the minority.
But I'm sure Paladins is still up and running, right?
Dude, I'm watching the stream while you try not to laugh, but
So during the time with Paladins, there was a game that I saw my friend on Discord playing. And that was a game called League of Legends.
Oh, hell no!
Now look, I know the game's reputation is really bad. Mostly the community. But I was still willing to give it a try. So I said, fuck it. Well, what can go wrong? So I did downloading the League instead and asked my friend to teach me the basics. I was then greeted with a tutorial.
This guy fucking sucks at Mario.
And after that, they gave me a bunch of free characters. And I ended up picking a character named Ezreal. And immediately after playing him, he was just for me. A character who relies on perfect skill shots to make him work and rewards you for pulling off certain combos for high damage. There are some other characters I played throughout the entire game. But I'll get to that later. But first, let me tell you about the roles. League has 5 roles: top, mid, bot, support, and jungler. And the whole game is to take objectives and take down turrets, kill minions, and then reach the nexus to win. And of course, you need to farm gold to get your items. And once you build those set items, it'll transform your character into an absolute powerhouse. So for new players like me, this was, a lot to take in. So I essentially had my friend carry me the entire time. And then a few weeks go by, and I slowly was learning how to play the game. And also played some other characters. And the other character I picked up was Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser's a top laner. And let me tell you, this man is the biggest piece of shit, and it's fucking amazing. Essentially, he does a lot of magic damage. Really tanky. And when he pulls you in, it's practically impossible to leave a circle. But what made me love this character so much was his ult, in which you point and click, and you take them to his realm and force the enemy to an unfair 1v1, in which he steals half of your stats.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
With Mord being my top lane main, there's also another role I started playing, and that is jungler. For those who don't know what jungler is, it's like playing a completely different game. Your only way to farm levels and get gold is to take out monster camps and roam around the map to gank lanes, to help players pressure the enemy, and help them get out kills, while also doing barons and dragons for team buffs when the time comes. So yeah, it's a pretty complicated role. That's why that's why no one likes playing it.
I hate it here. Everybody's so mean, and there's this one guy who follows me around.
And dude, most of the time people in chat will be like, can someone please switch? I don't know how to play jungler. Please, bro, please. And no one would volunteer. So 90% of the time, people will ask that. And I was forced to play jungle. And since we're on the topic of certain people,
if a brand is carrying you, he is telling you, check damage. Check damage at the end of the game. Yeah, we're getting check damage. Oh, LMAO, you think you carry? Check damage. And it's like, no shit, you did the most damage, your fucking brand.
I won't talk about this for too long because it really is no surprise that how toxic this player base is. But for League, it's an interesting case because it really affects on what character they actually play. Like, I swear to God, I had to convince so many of my bot laners to not rage quit and stay in the game so that one of us could carry the game. And not only that, people will hold you hostage if they can think they can win a game, in which we won't. We are 0-19. No amount of convincing will make me stay in the game. At that point, I'd rather just DC.
Can we just talk?
No, sir, thanks.
We just talk.
I said no!
I summon
Oh yeah, I also gotta talk about the ping system. Ping system in games are a great way of communication in multiplayer games. If they can't talk in voice chat, at least they can ping. Just be glad there's no voice chatting in League.
Tristana, you useless whore ITP!
So what's so special about a pinging system compared to the other games? It's how people use them.
Do not tell me to kill myself.
As you can see, they removed this ping for obvious reasons, by the way. The only way to determine if someone is toxic is judging by the character they play. And speaking of characters, League has a really big roster, in which it consists of 170 characters, and one will always grab your attention. And each character has an amazing set of skins. Here are my favorites, by the way. I love legendary skins, because it changes their animations and gives them unique voice lines. And of course, one of my favorite skins is making fun of my hero.
This better not make me late for class. I've got 12 tardies, and we're only 10 days into the semester.
Daddy isn't done speaking!
Of course, with over 170 characters, I can't cover everyone. So instead, how about I make a top 5 of my favorite characters and my top 5 most hated characters. So here we go. Everything about him is bland, including his lore and design. But he's a fucking hilarious character to play as, and he's so easy. And what made him special is his ult, in which it can execute people below health. And dude, it makes winning 1v1 so goddamn easy. Really love her design, but funnily enough, she's actually the good guy. And her sister right there would kill you for loitering. I'm not joking, by the way.
Loitering? Death. Carrying a weapon without a permit? Community service.
Morgana is a support, but I like playing her in mid lane. And her main gimmick is that she has a skill shot stun that lasts 3 seconds and can make pools that burns the area around them. And as well as stun her ult if you land it. And so like the good guy I am, I use this in mid lane with certain items that makes them stun even longer. Release me! I essentially made my mid laner not have any fun at all. And the funny part is, I got my first ever pentakill by playing as her. Which, as for Morgana, that's nearly impossible. But I did it! The footage you're seeing right now is actually mine. This clip is more than a year old now. And looking back at it, it's still amazing to look at to this day. I have a personal attachment to her, and I love her gameplay, and I love her skins. Also, she's hot. Pantheon can be played on any role, and his gameplay is super fun. And his theme goes so hard, but I'm gonna leave it at that and just play this, and you'll see why I love him so much.
The art of war is hearing your heart beating, knowing you are alive. I will remember your name and shout it to the heavens. The heavens do not fear me because I am a god. They fear me because I am a man. Between each beat of my heart, I strike. You will not fail if it is one. We must all find our place. Mine is being cast down, so I can rise once more. Shields defend hearts, both yours and those beside you.
Funny Wolfman with funny life seal, one simple Q can make your whole health go to full. And he has an ability in which any characters below or under half health will give you a trail, in which he will chase you down like a motherfucker to make sure you are dead. Overall, great design, and love using this champion. What did they do to you? Pyke is the best character that I have ever played in the game. He's an assassin support, and he's my second most played character in the game. Everything about him is so fun. Everything about him is great. His lore, his music, and his design. You pull people in and you stun them. And the best part about his entire kit is his ult. An ultimate that executes people and resets if you land the execute. Do I need to explain why he's so fun? I stopped playing him in support role and actually made him into a mid laner. And oh my god, was he a dick in mid lane. He is so fun in the mid lane, dude. Like, you can't understand. I roam around the map. It's secure kills or even kill steal. I don't even care about mid laner. I just do whatever the fuck I want. It's so fun. And by the end of the game, I have like 15 kills. And I just snowballed the entire match. He's just so fun. It was just for me. And his skins are amazing.
Come on out! We've got a city to burn. Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Surely he wouldn't receive a game-changing nerf that will fundamentally make him not be a mid laner anymore and force him to only be support while also making him worse. We'll talk about that. But before we talk about that, now let's get into my top 5 most hated characters. Let's go. Look at her. What is this? She looks so out of place in the League universe. It's not even funny. And no, she is so hard to lane against. And her voice is so annoying. Like, hey, Tibbers! It's so annoying. And then like in her ult, and she summons her teddy bear, in which it plays the game for her. It's all, I can't, just so annoying. Oh yeah, the fan base around this character in the many instances I talked to one in chat.
Actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
This character is so fucking brain that I tweak the fuck out whenever I see him. That's why I permaban his ass. Literally, to play this champ, all you gotta do is press Q. That's it. Just Q, and you just win. His Q makes him untargetable, and does insanely high damage, and can be able to be spammed so many times, it's annoying. And if you feed a Yi, the game becomes unwinnable. No matter who is the carry, they can't do anything. No one in the team can do anything. It's over. It's his game now. Oh, and the player base around him fucking sucks.
It wasn't for touching kids, was it?
Oh, man, come on, man.
What? I gotta ask.
No. I killed a guy in a fight.
I'm forever traumatized by this character because the first time playing mid lane, I got humbled by one. So badly. I think I was 0-5. And then when I played top lane, I saw him again. And I got destroyed. So now I have a personal vendetta against him every time I see him.
I want you to kill Peter Parker.
If you ever played this champ, it shows me that you were never loved in any shape or form. Vayne is a bot laner in which every third shot, she does true damage. Not only that, she can stun and she can dodge abilities, making most of my mains that relies heavily on skill shots unplayable against her. And I hate fighting against her bot lane. That's why I permaban her ass every time I play bot. And whenever I'm not playing bot and she's on the fucking enemy team, I want to kill myself.
Why won't you adopt me?
Because you made Vayne! What do I need to talk about him? Everything about him makes me so angry. Everything about his existence makes me angry. If you have a Yasuo on your team, might as well just DC. Cause for some reason, they play their absolute worst. But when it's in the enemy Yasuo, they play like they're the fucking esports. He does insanely high damage. And he doubles his crit chance and his crit damage. What makes him so bullshit is that he gets a shield. I'd rather go up against his brother Yone. Yeah, I said it. His player base is horrid. His gameplay is dog shit. He has never left my perma-ban list, in which, good, he deserves it. And he keeps continuing to get skins. And I never want to see his ass ever again. My envy is a calling. It is a sole hope for humanity because it's driven me to ban you every game. One ban. One ban. One ban. One ban. One ban. One ban. Despite all of that, League was a great game to play. I used to play this game every day with my friend, and we spent so many hours on it. If it wasn't for these 4 and also the other characters I mentioned earlier, I would not be playing this game that much. I know everyone's lore in the universe because that's how much I love the game. Heck, I even bought one of their games. I highly recommend trying out Ruin King. Mage Seeker 2, made by the talented people from Riot Forge. And where are they, you might ask? Well, they got laid off. I heavily despise Riot Games. They care about the money, but not the art. Before I delve deeper into that, let me tell you my gradual decline of me not liking League anymore. Remember when I said that Pyke was my all-time favorite character to play? Well, one day they released a patch note, and they fucking nerfed him! What they nerfed about it is that when you get a solo kill with your ult, you don't get the gold anymore. Either force a share where you get a team kill, or just not get any gold at all when you solo kill. And what it essentially means is that the game punishes you if you roam around the map to help or steal kills. Me and the other Pyke mains were furious about this, because not only this affects his mid-lane capabilities, but also his support role. Like, who asked for this?
What? I didn't ask for this.
After playing a few games of him post-nerf, I stopped playing him and did not want to play him as a support because I hate that role. And the one season that made me drop the game was the Noxus season. Everything about the season was horrid. So many balancing issues and discourages any type of comeback. And the whole map was so ugly to look at, like, why are you red? And in that season, they introduced fucking gacha skins. They introduced a fucking gacha mechanic. And the funny part is, they already have a thing like this. It's called a hex tag chests. It works the same as Overwatch loot boxes. But then they took that shit out. That was how I got most of my legendary skins at. And now it's just gone. But then they got so much backlash from it that they brought it back, but it made it so limiting to get. It's not even fun. Oh yeah, there are people out here buying $500 skins. And at that point, I just couldn't stand League anymore. And I didn't want to see any more predatory practices that Riot was doing. And so I uninstalled League and was a happy man and played other games. And then I reinstalled the game again, back at May.
What?
For those who don't know, I went to my first ever anime convention called Anime Central. I got to meet my online friends IRL for the first time. And it was really one of the best and most unforgettable experiences I ever had. Maybe I'll talk about it more in the future. But during that entire con, I got to meet Robbie Damon.
Yakuza like a dragon. Infinite wealth with unlimited health.
The voice actor for Kane. And dude, he is such a great guy. And I actually got a signed poster of him with my Kane poster. And that ultimately made me reinstall the game again just to play Kane. Although it didn't last long because a couple of weeks went by and I wasn't having fun with the game anymore. League just wasn't the same back then. The worst part is that when I win games, I don't feel anything. I feel nothing towards that game anymore. I really didn't like these new changes they made, and I didn't want to stick around because I really don't want to disappoint myself even more. So let's end this video on a good note and tell you about my last game. I was playing Garen top and everything was going horribly. I was losing my lane. Everyone was losing lane. People were gaslighting themselves saying, oh, we can win in chat. I was visibly groaning because no one wanted to surrender, and I just really want to get the game over with and just move on with my day. But then, out of nowhere, I thought to myself, wait a minute, I don't care about this game anymore. I can just leave. So I typed exactly that on chat and left without no regrets. Did I abandon my teammates? Yes. Do I still regret it? Hell no, because I was free. So after that, I uninstalled the game for the very last time. It's about time I say goodbye to League of Legends. You were once a great game, and now it's time for me to move on. I'll 100% be there for other League media produce. You'll forever be an important piece of my memory. And now, it's time for this champ to go.